unbelievable. An incredible victory at the Chicago Speedway recently stunned everyone. Who is this new driver who has just destroyed records and conquered the track like a genuine champion? Is Shane van Gisbergen the new NASCAR king that everyone has been waiting for? Find out the mind-boggling details of this insane win. Join us on NASCAR Zone as we delve into the amazing moments surrounding this new winner. But before we dive into that, do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Shane van Gisbergen, a New Zealand native and three-time V8 Supercars champion, made an astonishing debut in the NASCAR Cup Series at the historic Grant Park 220 held at the Chicago Street Course. Despite being his first street course race in the Cup Series, van Gisbergen showcased his skills by overtaking Justin Haley with just 5 laps remaining to secure the victory for Trackhouse Racing's Project 91. This remarkable achievement by van Gisbergen makes him the first driver in NASCAR's modern era to win in his debut Cup Series race since 1963. Prior to him, only 6 drivers had managed to accomplish this feat: Jim Roper, Charlotte, 1949; Jack White, Hamburg, 1949; Harold Kite, Daytona Beach, 1950; Leon Sales, North Wilkesboro, 1950; Marvin Burke, Oakland, 1951; and Johnny Rutherford, Daytona, 1963. Originally from Auckland, New Zealand, van Gisbergen ventured into NASCAR after establishing himself as one of the most accomplished V8 supercar drivers of the past decade. With 3 championships and 80 career victories, including 2 in the prestigious Bathurst 1000, he decided to test his skills in the American racing scene. Throughout the weekend, van Gisbergen consistently displayed exceptional speed. However, his opportunity to shine came late in the race when he found himself at the front of the pack with fresher tires than Haley and other drivers, who reached the front through strategic moves. As Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick encountered difficulties, van Gisbergen emerged as the fastest car on the track. Known for his mastery of street courses, the driver nicknamed SVG faced the ultimate challenge. He seized the lead from Haley on a restart with just 5 laps remaining and managed to survive an overtime restart, leaving an indelible mark on NASCAR with his improbable triumph. When asked if he ever believed winning was possible, van Gisbergen candidly replied to NBC Sports,
"Let's be honest, Shane. When this deal came together, did you honestly feel like this was possible?"
No, of course not, but you always dream of it, and thank you so much to the Trackhouse team and Hans Health, Project 91. Man, what an experience in the crowd out here. Like, this was so cool, and it's what you dream of, so hopefully I can come and do more.
With his victory, van Gisbergen joined the ranks of 6 foreign-born drivers who have won a Cup Series race. This distinguished group includes Marcos Ambrose from Australia, Mario Andretti from Italy, Juan Pablo Montoya from Colombia, Earl Ross from Canada, and his Trackhouse Racing teammate Daniel Suarez from Mexico. Although his participation in NASCAR was initially planned for only 1 race, the 34-year-old New Zealander hinted at the possibility of further ventures, stating,
"I'm doing 1 more year in Oz, and then I'd love to come over here."
What do you think about this new winner in the NASCAR world? Is he the new NASCAR king? Tell us in the comments section below. And be sure to hit the bell button and subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates. The anticipation surrounding the street course race in a major city was met with added excitement and unpredictability due to the heavy rainfall. The historic downpour, which broke a rainfall record from 1982 for the date of July 2, led to a 1-hour delay before the race could commence. Despite concerns of standing water and flooding on the pit road jeopardizing the event, the wet conditions eventually subsided enough to allow for a wet weather start. Unsurprisingly, the rain and the wet racing surface created treacherous conditions, leading to several encounters with the tire barriers throughout the circuit. Notable drivers such as Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, and others found themselves acquainted with the barriers, while Noah Gragson managed to hit the Turn 6 barrier 3 times, achieving a less desirable hat trick. Christopher Bell emerged as the dominant force in the middle of the race, comfortably winning both stages. However, Due to the late start and numerous caution periods slowing down the pace, the dwindling daylight became a pressing concern. Consequently, NASCAR made the decision to shorten the race from 100 to 75 laps, prompting a flurry of strategic calls that ultimately propelled Justin Haley into the lead. While Austin Dillon's attempt to seize the lead ended in a crash when he missed turn 12, seemingly eliminating his chances of securing a second career Cup victory and a spot in the playoffs. However, Shane van Gisbergen surged forward on significantly fresher tires, denying Haley's bid for an upset win of his own. In terms of the playoff picture, Alex Bowman faced misfortune as he was spun by Denny Hamlin just before the end of Stage 2, followed by an engine failure that resulted in a disappointing 37th place finish. This setback had a severe impact on Bowman's position in the regular season standings, dropping him from 17th, only 3 points below the cutoff line, to a 26-point deficit at 20th place. Daniel Suarez, who had a strong performance within the top 10 for most of the race and earned points in both stages, suffered left front fender damage towards the end, relegating him to 27th place and placing him 6 points below the cutoff line in 17th. On the other hand, Ty Gibbs benefited from a 9th place finish, elevating him to 16th in the standings and securing the final spot on the playoff grid. With Van Gisbergen's victory preventing Haley or any other driver from clinching a playoff spot through a win, the positions of Kevin Harvick, plus 151, Chris Buescher, plus 104, Brad Keselowski, plus 91, and Bubba Wallace, plus 15, remained largely unchanged. Martin Truex Jr. maintains his position at the top of the regular season standings, although a 32nd place finish due to multiple accidents allowed William Byron to narrow the gap to just 9 points. Shane van Gisbergen's victory holds a special significance as it marks the first win for a true road course ringer in half a century. These are road racing specialists who typically do not compete in NASCAR. The last victory by a true road course ringer was achieved by Mark Donohue, who drove the renowned Flying Brick AMC Matador for Roger Penske and won the 1973 Winston Western 500 at Riverside. Austin Cindric, in desperate need of a top 10 finish, managed to break a recent streak of disappointing performances by securing a 6th place. This result not only matches Cindric's best finish of the 2023 season, but also ends a challenging 11-race stretch, where he had only one finish better than 19th. Michael McDowell has recently been riding a wave of success in his career. McDowell maintained a position inside the top 10 throughout the entirety of the race, finally finishing in 7th place to earn his 3rd top 10 finish in the previous 4 races he has competed in. As a result of their performance, McDowell has moved up to 18th place in the point standings, placing them only 10 points below the playoff cutoff line. Unfortunately for British racing fans, the 2009 Formula One winner Jenson Button's top 10 run was cut short when Chris Buescher's bumper knocked him off course as he came off turn 12 and onto pit road. While Button crossed the finish line in 21st place, Buescher was able to claw his way up to 10th. Because of this victory, Buescher has now placed in the top 10 in each of the previous 8 races that have taken place on road circuits, much to the frustration of fans of British racing. Eric Almirola had the first spin of the day when he lost control of his vehicle as he was exiting turn 5. But from that point on, things began to turn around for Almirola, and they continued to get better. He was able to pull himself together and ultimately finished in 12th place, which was his second-best performance of the entire 2023 season. Almirola led the way for Stewart-Haas Racing, and Ryan Preece was close behind in 15th place, keeping up his streak of 6 straight finishes of 17th place or better. Turn 6 of the Chicago Street Course presented Noah Gragson, who was driving the Wendy's Baconator Chevrolet, with a number of challenges to contend with. Gragson persevered and was able to preserve his number 42 car in a condition that was not too bad, despite the fact that he had hit the tire barrier in that particular portion of the course 3 times. He crossed the finish line in 25th place, which is his best finish since he was 20th at Circuit of the Americas in March. The Quaker State 400 will be the next race in the NASCAR Cup Series, and it will take place at Atlanta Motor Speedway, which is located in the familiar environment of the Southeast. The USA Network will begin coverage of the event on Sunday evening at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, ET. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more of our videos on NASCAR updates. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.